Elite Facts presents
10 celebrity couples who prove that true love can last a lifetime. Divorce is a pretty common thing among celebrities. It doesn't feel like they're together for 5 minutes before filing for divorce. This has caused the perception that most celebrities aren't faithful to their other halves. But we never talk about the couples who stay together for 10, 20, or even 40 years. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Here are 10 celebrity couples who prove that true love can last a lifetime. 10. Michael Caine and Shakira Baksh, 43 years and still together. Sir Michael Caine first met Shakira after watching her in a Maxwell House coffee commercial, and a friend gave him her telephone number. It was love at first sight, and they've been together for 43 years. Not bad considering they met through a coffee commercial. Do you think they chose a cafe as their first meeting place? And did he drink Sanka?
9.
Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne, 38 years. Despite all the hardships these two have gone through, they've both gone on record as saying that they pretty much can't live without one another. Sharon assisted Ozzy after he was given the boot from one of the most influential rock bands of all time, Black Sabbath, because of his ongoing feud with the band's guitarist, Tony Iommi. Despite being the one to suggest Ozzy's replacement in the band, Sharon and Ozzy eventually got together as a couple and married 3 years later. They've since had 3 kids and a few reality shows. 8. Keith Richards and Patty Hansen, 38 years. This young couple hasn't had any upheaval. Both Richards and Hansen have lived in a perfect marriage for the better part of 38 years. They've been encouraging to each other when it comes to one another's careers and have been faithful to one another throughout the whole journey. They have 2 daughters together.
7.
Samuel L. Jackson and LaTanya Richardson, 37 years. That's right, 37 years of marriage and they're still together. Considering most celebrity marriages have an average lifespan of 5 minutes. Okay, well, we're exaggerating a little, but that's a close approximation. You've got to admit that it's impressive for a couple to stay together for so long. That's not to say that marriage is all sunshine and rainbows, as both Jackson and Richardson have gone through some tough times together. But their relationship has proven to be so strong that nothing has even come close to tearing them apart. They met one another back in 1988 while attending Morehouse College, and the rest is history.
6.
Sting and Trudy Styler, 34 years. Sting and Trudy Styler met way back in 1982 and have lived with one another since that first meeting. Considering the mentality and lifestyle of a lot of musicians from his era, and we're talking about a heavy influence of alcohol and drugs during the 1970s and 80s, it's impressive that Sting has been so faithful to his wife over the years. Sting has gone on record saying that life is incomparably better when there's only one person you love and whom really loves you.
5.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Christopher Guest, 33 years. Jamie Lee, probably best known for her role as Laurie Strode in the now iconic Halloween franchise, has famously gone on record about how she knew from the second she saw Christopher Guest that she'd marry him. On December 18, 1984, she became the Lady Haden Guest when her husband inherited the barony of Haden Guest in 1996 upon the death of his father. She originally fell in love when she saw a picture of him from the movie This Is Spinal Tap in Rolling Stone magazine, saying to her friend Deborah Hill, quote, "Oh, I'm gonna marry that guy," and then actually marrying him 5 months later. Talk about achieving your goals. Although 5 months doesn't seem like a lot of time to get to know your soon-to-be husband, they've lived happily ever after since, proving that love at first sight really does exist. 4. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, 29 years. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick met each other while acting in the PBS drama Lemon Sky. From the second they met, Kevin was dead set on making Kyra his partner, and apparently he stopped at nothing to get Kyra's attention, and he succeeded. They've been together now for 29 years and have raised 2 children, and they're all 1 degree from Kevin Bacon.
3.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr., 20 years. They gave up acting for their love. Sarah and Freddie have been together for a long time, but despite that, it's incredibly rare to see them both in public together. Because of this, a lot of people have speculated that this is how you maintain your marriage if you're a celebrity. The less the press is involved, the better. And hey, in all fairness, this is kind of proof to that statement.
2,
Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor, 17 years. Ben is a romantic soul. Unlike most celebrities, Ben Stiller was very patient when it came to finding the perfect girl. He didn't rush into any relationships, and he didn't have any temporary girlfriends to satisfy his needs while waiting for the right girl to come along. He was patient, and finally he met his soon-to-be wife, Christine Taylor, at an oceanfront ceremony back in the year 2000, and immediately clicked with her. He went on to meet her parents, they got married, and the rest is history. Wait a minute, I've been handed an urgent memo. Oh, unfortunately, the two split up in May of 2017. But they're on good terms and had a good 17-year run. So that's good, but damn, that's a shame.
1,
Robert Downey Jr. and Susan Levin, 14 years. Robert Downey Jr. was at his rock bottom around the time he met Susan. Prior to meeting her, Downey Jr. was infamous for his drug addictions, to the point where it was believed that Hollywood would never hire him again. Thanks to Susan, though, she raised him from the ashes and helped him fight his addictions. Now, Robert Downey Jr. is one of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood and perhaps the happiest man alive. You could say that when it comes to marriage longevity, he's quite the Iron Man. Huh?
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.